What up, everybody? Let's see here. I literally got done taking my shoes off, like right before the stream came live. Woo! I got off work. I'm ready. 1 second. Let's see here. I gotta send this out real quick. All right. Let's see here. What's going on? See here. Hey, Michael in chat. Anomaly. What's going on? Happy Friday. Gonna do a little bit of some tech support stuff. I'm just gonna hang out here and chill. I got some coconut water with me. All right, check it out. Boom, coconut water. Yeah. Let's see what Dira tickets. Yeah, I know. Cue the shoes off music. That's what we need, right? You know, you can't have shoes on while you're streaming. It's against the rules. It's illegal. It is not allowed. Not on Moonbeam anyway. It's against terms of service. Let's see here. All right, opening this up. What the? This is the weirdest cap I've ever seen. What is going on here? I don't even know how this. Hold on. This is a weird. There we go. This is a weird cap. Like it unscrews and then it pops up. That's super weird. Moral support. Have to rearrange your rooms. Oh, what are you doing? Why are you rearranging your rooms? What's going on, Anomaly? Let's dive into some stuff. Let's see here. We just had a meeting with the team right before I came on here. We got Pat is enjoying a little quieter weekend. He's away on vacation kind of right now. He's at the beach. Lucky him. All right, let's see here. Issues. Y'all have any fun plans this weekend? Let's see here. All right. Let's go to my support queue. Whoop, no, I need to do support. Okay, gotta send this message. Okay. Let's see here. Rooms are not conducive to being a broadcast studio. Yeah, there's a lot you could do to upgrade if you go the long route, you know, get all the foam and rearrange the furniture so the echoes aren't there and all that stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff you could do with room arrangements. And then yeah, we are holding down the fort while Pat's away. So it's interesting. We are on the final week of open beta. Well, not the final week of open beta. Sorry, the final week of the first month of open beta. So the first 4 weeks of open beta was a big deal for us. We're going into week 4 right now. So once we close out this final week, which will be on the 17th of next week, which is I think next Thursday. Yep. Next week, Thursday, will put us at a month of open beta. Pat is going to be focusing a lot on outreach to venture capital firms and potential investors and folks like that have been interested in Moonbeam. And then I'll be working with the engineering team. Engineering team's going to be mainly focused on a lot of platform improvement in terms of stability, crushing a lot of bugs, making it smoother. The only real big feature we're going to have coming out soon, between like next week or so, will be multi-realm streaming. And then you'll see some of those public realms popping up. But the focus will mainly be in the short term for engineering after the multi-realm streaming will be just platform performance and stability. And then Pat will be focused on outreach, and we're working with some folks on that. And it's really good. Like, honestly, our how we performed in open beta, again, the first 3 weeks, we have 1 more week to go. The best indicator we had was just like the organic growth of Moonbeam. The numbers we've seen where people are joining and staying around have been very exciting to see. And so I'm very happy that we all believed like Moonbeam was going to be great. And I mean, we, the team, and then we also, you all, especially the backers, the folks like you know, Anomaly and Michael, like folks that have backed us on the backer kit and then also joined us in alpha. Um, you know, that belief. And then now the world is kind of seeing it. And now we're taking that information and we're showing folks like, yo, we're growing fast. And organically, we don't have any, there's no marketing being done. Um, we're not even on the app store. Like that's that's a huge thing. Like we don't even have our app on the app store and we're getting this kind of momentum and growth, which is kind of wild because it shows you like when the app is ready and on the app store, it'll do, the numbers will be even better. And if we did marketing, it'd be better, right? So it's just neat to see that like, okay, we weren't crazy. This is a cool idea. People want this. Let's see here. So do we have any incubator groups? So Michael, we have an accelerator called Waymakers. They are a newer accelerator program. So we're like the first one in there. There's a lot of folks from Amazon, very high up senior executives in Amazon that founded that program and are helping us directly. So the types of folks that are helping us right now are ex-senior executive folks from Amazon that believe in Moonbeam and are connecting us to people. We have additional professionals in that group and network that are, you know, connected to private equity, things like that. And they are very excited about Moonbeam too. And the cool thing about them is they've seen this from like closed alpha to now. And these are people that see startups a lot. They see companies come and go, and like they're really impressed. Like they're putting they're vouching for us now, and they're connecting us to folks. Again, that's going to really hit hard next week onward. But you know, we've had chats with them. We're like, "What do you think of Moonbeam? Like, what's your honest opinion?" And they're like, "It is super obvious." And now with the open beta, it's kind of you've proven your theory out. Let's see here. Am I good now, Michael? Could be my end here. Yeah, go to Shark Tank Anomaly. That'd be dope. It feels that way. Got to go talk to people and pitch it and, you know, all that jazz. Let's see here. What do we got? I am pulling some support tickets up. Glad to hear it. Was momentary. All right, let's see what we got. Some stuff here. Michael in chat, I know you've been having some issues with your realm. Like when you change things in it, like the about section or the channel names and sections and move them around. Is that still occurring? Next up, these entrepreneurs make a live streaming site, but with a twist. You know, let me see something here. I'll share with you. It is. Here's some interesting news. All right, thanks, Michael. Appreciate that. Interesting news. Discord has announced that they're going to be doing an IPO. Interesting. I don't know if you all know that. It's good news for us. But, you know, it goes back to like the problem Discord has, I think. Again, I love Discord. But a lot of people are concerned with what's going to happen when it does do IPO. Well, they're going to have to monetize the hell out of it, but they're not set up to. So they're talking about ads on Discord and everything like that, which I don't know. That just will, I think, make the experience super bad. You know, and this is kind of the problem like Reddit had as well, where when they IPO'd, there's a lot of kind of people upset in the community. And it's like, why would you continue to moderate subreddits, or in this case, why would you have a big Discord server and manage it for a publicly held company with no pay and no way to get paid? Like, there's no, again, it goes back to Reddit moderators have no mechanism to get paid. They're doing a lot of free labor essentially. And then on Discord, same thing. Now you're going to have these big Discord servers who the moderators and managers of them are doing a lot of labor, but then Discord's going to just like show ads to everybody, and there's no way for that server owner to get paid. Oh, hey, what's up, JD? See, I think we know why there is a lag to updating realm info. If you aren't eventually seeing your updates, let us know, because then it isn't the issue we think it is. Interesting. Yeah. Let's see here. So that one here. Anomaly. You're on, I think. I see that you filed a report by getting signed out. And Michael, if this happens to you, let me know. Do you all find yourself getting signed out of Moonbeam? And if you do, does it show that you're signed out of Moonbeam? I know Anomaly, your bug ticket, I think, was you're randomly getting signed out, but it's still showing you as signed in. I think something like this has happened to me before, where it shows your profile in the bottom left, and then you like do something like a post, or you try to chat and it won't really work. And then when the page is refreshed, it shows you're signed out. But it's almost like you're signed out and it looks like you're not, like your profile and everything's there, but you can't take an action. All right, Anomaly, so we got JD on the line here too. So JD, hey JD, hold on a second. Might be interesting if you want to ask Anomaly. Michael in chat, can you elaborate on what you mean? It was flickering back and forth. Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah, JD. So this is kind of what I'm talking about. This is similar to my experience. I will be on Moonbeam. It will look like I'm on Moonbeam and I'm signed in. I will make a post, or I will try to type something. It won't work. If I'm typing a message, it'll be like that message can't be sent kind of thing. And then when the page refreshes, I'm signed out. Yeah. It's like a weird, so I don't know the specific, and here, let's see here. JD, I'm going to send you an invite. You could join and maybe do audio only if you want, or you could do camera on if you want, but we can, if you got a second, we can ask directly. Let's see here. Okay. Anybody? So JD, you could hop in. Anomaly, if you want to do audio, you talk directly to JD or me. And Michael, if you want to as well. we could see what's up. I hate that bug. That bug, I want it dead. Like, for real. Okay. If that bug was a person, I swear to God, they would get their butt kicked by me all the time. Let's see here. And the good news is, so we got, at least we have this on VOD, so we know what the exact bug is. So yeah, JD, if there's anything that makes sense about that to you? Speaking of which, I think I'm going to show you guys something here. And there's no, it's like, in my experience, JD, like, it's not caused by a certain action. Like, I've tried to do it too, to like find it, but like I could just have the screen on and up, and then that just happens. Like, I'm like signed out, like I didn't touch anything. And then other times I notice it happens if I refresh a lot. Like, I think if I were just to like refresh, it would happen. So yeah, that's the thing, Michael. It just like it'll eventually, the profile image will just poof, go back to the little silhouette. And then you're signed out. Let's see. What did I want to show? Did I show you all the badges yet? We get a sneak peek. You ready for a sneak peek? Hold up. Let's see here. Where are the badges? Okay. Do. Oh, interesting, JD. Yep. All right. I'm going to share my screen here. Bam. Here's some badges coming out soon. These will be hitting the street. Anomaly, yours badges are getting put in, by the way. Those will be hitting the street as well. Oh, interesting, Anomaly. What was that bug on? Interesting. You didn't see anybody's stuff? Huh. Were you on mobile? On the app? So here we go. We got this pilot badge on the left. Cool pilot helmet, right? This one's the bounty hunter badge. So this one's going to be multifaceted. It's going to be for like finding massive bugs, finding something wild on the platform, doing something. You know, we might put bounties down on things. You get the bounty badge. These here, browser and mobile. Good to know. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Then we got these two badges here. These are realm owner badges. So this one here on the right is like a tier 1. This is for a realm, like a baby realm. You know, we're still kind of trying to figure out what the tiers should be. Like, you know, and chime in here. Should a realm owner get a badge right when they become a realm owner, or should they get a badge when they hit a certain threshold, like 25 members? I'm curious. And then the other one, the bigger one here, this is for like the bigger realm. So when your realm gets past a certain threshold. Don't really know what that threshold is. We're still kind of, you know, we're going to figure it out, right? But I can imagine, hypothetically, if the one on the right, the smaller one, is like if you have, you know, up to 50 members in your realm, you have that. And then if you have above 50 members, you get the second one, a tier 2 realm. And then this one here is Moonbeam Plus for life. For the folks that have Moonbeam Plus for life, this is a cool badge to indicate that. It says Cylon badge and we're all skin jobs. Nice. And hey, everybody else who's just joining, happy Friday. For those who don't know me, I'm Anthony, co-founder and COO of Moonbeam. I know we got a lot of new folks joining the platform. And this is just me doing some live tech support. We got JD, who's our head of engineering in chat as well. So welcome. So yeah, so that is all that stuff. Let's see here. Whoop. Let's see here. I'll stop that screen sharing. When you first get around, just a guy holding the Moonbeam flag. I like that. That's kind of funny. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna figure those out. I like those. Those are good kind of ideas here. Let's see. Yeah, and if we start, you know, we'll in open beta, you may see a little bit of this stuff come out, and then we may evolve the process. So that's what's cool, right? Is like we're gonna figure out these badges, and I think it's neat to reward people for the work they put in. Like, we're big believers in that. We want people to feel appreciated. Hey, Gideon, what's up? Oh, let's see here. Hold up. I have a bug report from you. Is it still true that when you update the description in your realms, it says the update was saved, but it actually doesn't save? Is that still true for you? Let's see. I love this. This is cool. I like doing this live kind of stuff because this information is so helpful. It's always good to just talk things out. Okay, so it's a long delay on the realm update. So if I understand so let me ask if this is a true statement, Gideon. You could make a change to your realm. And let me refresh it. Let me go back here. You could update the branding description in your realm. It takes several minutes to update, to reflect that update. JD, yeah, there we go. Boom. Boom. I don't think we're gonna put here. I'm gonna put a comment. I'm gonna put this. Let's see here. Okay, so it stays in Jira as queued. We'll put here confirmed. Confirmed that realm description updates, but it takes several minutes. Okay, we're gonna put that update in there. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, boom. How is multi-streaming gonna work? And will only one stream appear in the main page? All right. Aria, one of our engineers, is spearheading that with Pat, I believe, right, JD? Mainly Aria. Correct me if I'm wrong. Here's what I know. So, JD, if I'm saying anything incorrectly, feel free to chime in. Multi-realm streaming is going to roll out where the streamer can stream into a public realm and a regular realm at the same time. That is our first step to multi-realm streaming. That is to test that it works and that it doesn't have a lot of bugs or anything weird like that. When you think about, so multi-realm streaming was hard for us to conceptualize for many reasons, and I'll tell you why. And it was like a technical thing we had to work through and figure out and solve, but we landed on a good solution. So the idea was like, if you did do multi-realm streaming, would the stream automatically like adopt the moderation controls or the moderation standards of the realm it's in? We moved away from that because that's technically at this stage very hard to implement. Especially with multi-realm streaming, you can imagine how difficult that'd be. Like now, if you're streaming to 2 realms, how does that stream's moderation settings automatically comply with the 2 realms it's in? It was just technically very difficult. So then we saw a lot of people bringing up an interesting point about their profile. Like when I'm streaming on Moonbeam, I want the live stream to pop up in my profile. And that got us thinking, okay, if the streams are stored kind of in the streamer's profile, when you multi-stream and you tell like I'm going to stream in the Video Game Alliance and then I'm also going to stream in the Moonbeam realm, right? Because there's a public realm and a regular realm. Then it can almost pull the source from the profile and put it in those 2 places. Okay. So that's just, I'm just walking through the technical stuff to understand the reasoning and how we came to where we came to. So profiles, user profiles will have the stream. The stream is going to kind of get like put in place into the realms that's in. And then we can add more realms to that once we figure that out. Like once it works between a public realm and a realm, like now we could open up multi-realm streaming to like 5 realms and 1 public realm, something like that. Thanks, Gideon. Yeah. Social Stream Ninja. Yep. Steve, I got your chat. You're streaming to multiply. Yeah, an anomaly. You know, it's so weird that Twitch just updated. Well, Twitch's terms of service now says that they can technically, you can't display chat from other platforms on your stream. Wild. Yes, Michael. Yes, the idea, I think initially we're gonna start with just 1 public realm and grow to have multiple realms you could stream to. This solves the problem, and it kind of, again, this is all experimental. We're gonna figure it out. I think the logic at first is we don't want public realms should not dominate like streaming content. It should not. It's not what we want. Public realms should consolidate streaming content for discoverability purposes to lead people into realms. Okay, it's just like it's a pathway, it's a funnel. It's where people make connections. It's where the realm owners kind of see who's streaming and doing what, and they could kind of, it's like a pool of talent they could kind of tap into and invite into their realm. So yeah, it's a shame with Twitch that they're not allowing people to their own terms and services. Let me go. I'll pull it up. Why don't we pull it up? Let me see here. Let's see here. I'm going to try to see here. Okay, here we go. This is for educational purposes. I'm just saying that. Simulcasting. So you can stream simultaneously to Twitch, right? Only if you ensure that the quality of Twitch user experience of your simulcast at a minimum is no less than the experience of other platforms and services, including your engagement with the Twitch community via chat, right? Okay, that's simple. You know, you want to chat with people on Twitch, cool. You can't provide links or otherwise direct people to your community to leave Twitch or your simulcast on other services because they value the community on Twitch. Cool thing about that, if you're watching me right now on Twitch, keep watching me on Twitch. I'm not asking you to leave. But when I'm not live, if you want to hang out with me, you can hang out with me in Moonbeam, on the Moonbeam realm. Bingo. That's the golden ticket right there. And then the other one, do not use third-party services that combine activity from other platforms or services on your Twitch stream during your simulcast, such as merging chat or other features, to ensure the Twitch community is included in the entirety of the experience of your live stream. That is what it is. Yeah, and Michael, that's the thing. So the benefit of Moonbeam over Twitch, well, the benefit of us over Twitch, and to the second bullet point, is when you're the way it is, matter of fact, when you're live streaming on Twitch, like I'm doing right now, the terms of services say I should not say, hey, leave Twitch right now and come watch me on Moonbeam, right? But Moonbeam, where our strength is at, is our realms and our communities that are persistent and exist outside of the activity of live streaming. So, for example, I could say, continue to watch me on Twitch. If you want to hang out with me when I'm not live, come join me on Moonbeam in my realm. That is allowed, just like you could with the Discord server. Let's see here. That's correct, Gideon. Yes. You could still, so like right now I have Restream up and I have the chat consolidated. I can do that. I wouldn't be able to like display it. You know, I don't think they're going to go after people. I'm not going to make assumptions for Twitch. That's their business. The terms of service says they don't want the consolidated chat to appear on the screen. You know, it is what it is. So, Yep. Twitch does not want to be an aggregator, but feel to aggregate Twitch. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird when you think about it, Michael, because I don't know. Yeah. I know it depends on, you know, the experience, but on Moonbeam, our terms of service, you can consolidate chat. We want you to. Chat, everything, stream everywhere. Cool. I don't care. Have a realm on Moonbeam, and I don't know, if Twitch has got better quality during a stream and it crashes on Moonbeam, like, okay, it is what it is. Like, maybe you should tell them to watch you on Twitch for a sec while we fix things on Moonbeam if needed. But guess what? Your home should be Moonbeam. Like, that's the home base, right? So we built Moonbeam because we are more than that. We're more than just live streaming. They don't want to pay for the server load of doing that. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Cloud Surfer? Happy Friday. Yeah, just doing some tech support here. I got something cool to show you all. All right, so you know I love Warhammer. I love Warhammer 40k. I got my commission in from my artist, Jewel Knight Jess over in the UK. She is phenomenal. Phenomenal artist. Like, works of art. My miniature collection is becoming like an art gallery. It's so beautiful. I'm gonna show you some Dark Angels I got in. All right, I got in my Inner Circle companions. So these are like very cool guys with swords. Hold on, let me show that. But look at these details. The robes are so beautiful painted. Let's see here. Let me see if I get that to focus. I'll pull it back a little bit. But I mean, my goodness, these are just beautiful. There we go. We got to focus there. Check that out. I mean, artwork. You know, I'll show you some other ones. Anomaly. I request a new feature to be added to VGA and other public realms. A streamer looking for a realm system where they can put their information as... I like that. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Michael Chat. I'll do that for my next thing here. I like that anomaly. We've been thinking about that. Okay, let me do this. Let's get to focus. Let's see here. Let me do it. There we go. Let me see if I get it. Hold up. Focus. Let me see here. Does it focus on my hand if I do that? There we go. The magic trick. Oh, hold up. Let me do this. There we go. Yay, look at that. Bam. Whoop. There we go. Check that beauty out. Come on, camera. There we go. That's a nice beauty. Look at that bike. That's art. That's beautiful. Ravenwing Outriders. Let's see here. I'll see if I could show these other two off. I played last night, 2,000 points with all my new models. And I won. I played against orcs. Let's see here. Ooh, boop, 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 boop. Hold on a second. I'm going to do the hand trick. Now put your hand up as the new backdrop. Let's see here. Bam. Okay, there we go. Check that bad boy out. Boom. Here we go. Whoop. Nice. Again, beautiful detail here. Beautiful detail. I got two more pieces to show you all. Here's the Nephilim jet fighter. This is cool, huh? Come on. Look at that. Wow. This is cool stuff. So yeah, if you don't play Warhammer 40K, this is really awesome. Yeah, I gotta maybe get a paper to do those focus things. I got two more real quick. I actually lied. I had three more. Now I got two more. Asmodai, he is the head chaplain of the Dark Angels. Let's see here. Look at that smoke billowing out. Beautiful art. Okay. And last but not least, the Land Raider Redeemer. Look at this. Oh, all those guns. It's got flamers on it. Dark Angel Deathwing. Yeah. Check it out. Boom. Those are my stuff. So, yeah. So I had a good day. I was unpacking them yesterday and I had a good time. Okay. Let's see what other stuff we got here. Okay. I'm looking at some more bug tickets here. Okay, we have some... you know, I love my Warhammer stuff. It is dope. We got another few minutes. Anybody else? Open mic. Open thoughts, questions. It's your time to ask. And yeah, normally that looking for that streamer. I'll tell you what. I love the feature. I'm not gonna lie. We need that. I'm curious if we can do like a Google form or something right away to kind of just get that going. You know, I might think about doing something, because if we get a Google form, it's like super fast. We could do it right away. We could kind of like just make it public for people to see and kind of like who's looking for, you know, realms. But the point stands. We need a way to connect streamers and realm owners ASAP. Maybe even in their profile. Maybe we should put something there, like looking for streamers or looking for a realm. And then in the profile, the profile has like the about information, stuff like that. Yeah, the stream delay. Because I think we're a little bit. Let me see here. I'm gonna look at. Let me go to like Twitch. Let me see something here. Give me a second. Give me a second. Yep. That's the thing. It's in. I'm looking at it right now for Twitch and Moonbeam. There is a delay. You know what the funny thing is? It's hard to tell why. And this goes back to like the conspiracy theory of using IVS services, okay? Amazon owns IVS, Amazon owns Twitch, all that jazz. And so right now, the best service for the buck is IVS. It is for us. So we're using them. And so we've upgraded a few accounts to have even like the top level quality that you can theoretically have on Twitch. So if you go to Kick, like Anomaly, your stream, your account has been one of the ones that got upgraded. And again, these upgrades will be rolling out eventually to more people. And you have the same quality as you would on Kick right now. So the stream quality can go up to the same level of Kick and theoretically the same as Twitch. Now, in actuality, we've noticed there's a difference from Twitch and this service. Goes back into that theory that people say like, oh, Twitch has like the special and then some capability. That could be true. There is like some back-end work that might be better on their end because if maybe they added additional features or ways to ingest the stream data, that is a possibility too. I don't know, but I'll tell you, when it comes to the delay at the moment, there's really no way for us to address that unless we put a lot of resources into like dedicated engineering assets to somehow improve the service and quality of the servers that we're using. Which again, I think on Kick, if you're simulcasting the Kick and Moonbeam at the same time, it should be the same. But there's something odd going on where Twitch must have something a little bit better, whether they're using the same server stack and then they're like have additional assets on the back end. I don't know. Yeah, you're right, Anomaly. That stuff would be very useful. The issue gets to like resources, right? We'd burn our whole budget right now if we did that. Love to do it. That's why we want to get those resources we need. Yeah. Invite to Realm profiles would be fantastic too. I like that. Realm, looking for section on public realms. I like these ideas for the public realm invite. Yeah, that stuff is cool. I do like that. And then Michael, you just had the logout problem occur. Yeah, it's just like random, right? You could have the stream up and then you're gone. Kicks you out. Let's see here. I'm still good. I'm actually seeing if I got kicked out. I'm still good. I'm gonna go into my realm. Yeah, so that's a big one. The engineering team is on that. JD has been very. He's tired of hearing me complain about it. So he's working on it, if anything, so he could stop having me bother him. I don't know if you can confirm that, JD, if you're still on, but I'm sure that's part of the motivating factor. Let's see here. Boop, boop. All right. I'm about to pop here in a sec. You know what, Anomaly? You're right on that too. I have noticed that as well. That when you have it open on multiple tabs, it does that. Let's do a test. I'm opening it up on 1 tab. 2 tabs. Let's see. Am I gonna get logged out? Let's see. I'm playing roulette. I feel like I'm playing like Moonbeam roulette. Moonbeam roulette. Let's see. Am I gonna get logged out? Oop. One of these is acting funky. Let me go back and refresh these. Am I? Yeah. I got logged out. I'm gonna try to even type. Am I still here? Let's see. Okay, I don't think my message is getting sent. I am logged out. I opened up. I have 4 tabs of Moonbeam open on Chrome right now. Now, I seem to be getting logged in. Hey, Memory Leak Death, what's up? That is odd. Let me close these tabs. Let me see if I'm still good. Let me refresh my dashboard. Yeah, I got logged out. I think. Yeah, I did. I can't see chat. Ah! Come back in. Yeah, but it does random stuff like that. If I open up multiple tabs, that might be a good thing, JD, to think about because that does happen a lot. Yeah, multiple tabs does it for me sometimes. Let's see, am I back? I think I'm back in. Yes. So the stream will be steady. It does. So if you get signed out of Moonbeam, the stream does not get cut off because the stream is going to a URL, and via your stream key and stuff, it's like it's broadcasting a signal there. The signal is always on. So if you're not logged on Moonbeam, but you just stream to your URL using your stream key, it's going to broadcast. And so if you get signed out, that's not going to cut the feed. What you can't do is you can't broadcast to Moonbeam. And like I had the pop-out chat up right now. And when I get signed out, it just dies. It just kind of doesn't load any more chat. So I wouldn't really know if I had so that's one thing about this, right? Is you could be streaming and if you get signed out and you have the pop-up chat up and that's it, the chat will no longer manifest the messages. So you might think no one's talking to you. And then you have people talking to you as well. JD, it knew. We're gonna solve this one, everybody. I know it. I know we're gonna solve this one. Yeah, Anomaly, that's kind of something I've noticed too. Again, it's just like there's random things that I've noticed, like if I go on my No, Michael, because you stop the stream from the source. The source being OBS, in my case, Restream. So Moonbeam does not have a broadcast source. So the problem you're talking about is not one that exists. Because, for example, I don't hit like stop stream on Moonbeam to cut the feed. I hit stop stream on Restream to cut the feed. Or if I'm using OBS, I just end the stream that way as well. And then it shuts off. So, anything else? Any other issues or bugs that we need to talk about? I think this one here, this logout one, is going to be one of the big ones. You know, it's been memory leak. I'm curious because you haven't said, and I know you're in chat, I think still. Has that happened to you? Do you get the logout problem? And if anybody else in chat who hasn't said whether they've experienced it, let us know. It always helps. We're trying to find patterns. API keys to that would be Anomaly. Give me some context for the API keys, like to integrate bots and stuff. Okay, boom. Anything you notice that causes that, or is it just random memory? Interesting. First time, yeah. First time I chat in the stream, the message fails, then later succeeds. So memory, is that saying you like are getting logged out when you send that message, and then if you log back in later, it's kind of like popping that message in? And then Anomaly, API stuff. Chat integration for sure. I'll talk to the engineering team and Pat about that. That is, we're not close to that yet. We know we need to get there. I just don't have a timeline on the top of my head on that particular release. Yeah. Cool. Well, I think we got a lot here. I appreciate everyone's help on this. This one has been evading us. So, JD, we'll talk. We'll see what we got to do. I think this is more significant than we thought, and how it's affecting and how often. But yeah, other than that, everybody, thanks so much. Appreciate it. I hope you all have a good weekend. I know I'm going to have some fun. Oh, interesting. Only things I noticed were a bunch of HTTP 409 gone errors when a portion of the page is logged out. Interesting. Interesting. So, all right. Well, I got to run. Thank you so much for this. I'll be around. You all enjoy your weekend. Boom. Moonbeam, we got some cool stuff coming up, and we're going to crush these bugs. Take care, everybody. Later.